Shut up and sit down.
Oh, hello and welcome to a North Wales side-by-side video. And today we're not in the GR Yaris. We're actually in Project Padfoot, my MR2. The roads are dry. I've finished all the work and she's now back on the road. So I thought it's only fair either to watch all the videos of me working on this car, that we actually go for a drive. So we're going to have a drive to Abergele. I'm going to see a friend, so I thought I'd bring you along. So we picked her up in August. That was when I got Project Padfoot. I went out specifically looking for a really good body shell, but an MR2 with a few problems that needed some work on it. And this was the vehicle I found. It basically wanted pulling apart, new suspension bushes, new shocks, calipers, handbrake cables, discs and pads all round, and it just generally wanted a really good cleaning session. New cross member on the back, all the suspension cleaned, painted, reassembled with all poly bushes. I've had a four-wheel aligned. I've been and had the brakes tested on an MOT brake roller. Everything works perfectly well now. Even the handbrake works, and it will actually hold the car on my hill. So I'm really pleased with how she's turned out. I've totally stripped the entire underneath of this car of any old paint, any underseal. And we've treated everything back from bare metal, reprimed it, repainted it, and now I've totally liner guarded the entire car. And she absolutely flies. She really is a nice car to drive. I've just got a few little finishing touches to do, like finish adjusting the roof so the roof seals properly. I've got a bit of wind coming in on the passenger side where I haven't got the latch quite tight enough, but their job's to do in the garage, not whilst I'm out on the road. really nice. The suspension's a little bit crashy because I've used quite a hard spring. It's not as supple as it used to be when I first bought it, but I am using standard shocks, just a harder spring. I also think a lot of the crashiness is down to I've made my own drop links for the anti-roll bar, and they're rose joints, they're not the rubber bushes, so that makes the suspension just a bit crashy. But at the end of the day, it's a little mid-engine sports car, so let's have some compromises, but let's have some good handling. And boy, does she handle really nice. Turning into corners is nice. Steering's very precise. You don't need very much input in the steering. It's not a car you hustle, it's a car you thread around corners. You drive it smooth. It's not something you throw at a corner, you just place it and drive it. It drives really nice. I've got the roof up today because it's absolutely freezing outside. I don't normally drive her with the roof up, but it's a nice place to be, a really nice place to be. The engine's really sweet. It's really eager to rev. It's only a 1ZZ in this one, but it's a nice 1ZZ. Doesn't leak any oil. This one doesn't burn any oil. There's no pre-cats on it. We've got that really nice stainless steel exhaust manifold on it, so that's eliminated that problem. There's no air conditioning in this car anymore. I've removed anything to do with the aircon because it never worked, so I couldn't be bothered buying a new aircon radiator. Well, it's a soft top at the end of the day, and why do you need air conditioning in it? It's not as if it's going to go out on wet rainy days. It's got a perfectly good heater in it. Clutch is light, brakes are powerful, throttle's really modular. Gear change is absolutely fantastic since I've replaced all the rubber bushings on the gear linkage with bearings. The gear linkage is like a little rifle bolt. It really is precise. The car sits on 16-inch wheels all the way around with 225 40s on the front and 225 45s on the back. Slightly different tyre sizes, but only in profile. Width is the same. I don't know what the wheels came off, but they're a nice wheel. I'm nearly at my friend's. hope he's in. I've done it again, I've parked at the wrong house. I'm always doing that. I always get his house wrong. This is where I want to be. I hope he's in. Oh, the garage door's open, which is good. That'll do us. I've arrived. Take you up the motorway afterwards when I go home. Right then, have fun.
Catch you soon.
Yep, okay then Dave. See you later.
Yeah.
Ta. Let's give her a blast up the A55. This car is so tractable. It's such a usable gear. It's only the second time I've taken it out since I finished it, and I'm really pleased with the results. She drives so nice, so much fun to drive. There's no doubt about it, this is a driver's car. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little ride in the MR2 down to Abergele and back. Some A roads, some village roads, a bit of motorway. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming along with me.